Hey everyone. Yesterday I posted that I'll need a capacitor to protect the relays from the blowback, basically the surge from the inductive load, the linear actuator motor. So I did order a capacitor and I didn't realize how much charge this thing had. I had a 0.68 microfarad capacitor and it blew up at the first test. Basically the whole thing went up in smoke, and in hindsight I should have known that once the relay turns off there is really no resistance to the road, to the electricity, and the capacitor is basically trying to store everything that the motor had and then return it back. So multiple ways to do that. I was thinking maybe I could add a diode, but that will still provide unidirectional current. So I think what I'm going to do is add a resistor, power resistor, sync resistor in series with the capacitor, and also increase the capacity of the capacitor. So it will be a stronger RC circuit, and as the capacitor charges and once it discharges, it will discharge through, that's a nice car, it will discharge through the resistor, dissipating a lot of heat through the resistor sink and hopefully not burn itself out. The one thing that I will need to monitor is at when it's running normally, it shouldn't consume much current, it shouldn't store much current at that point, or when it's off. But yeah, I think if that doesn't work, I'm probably gonna get a dedicated motor driver IC or chip. But since I have already built an H bridge using 2 relays per motor, I don't feel the need to, but if I had to, I'll probably depend on the expert's design to do what I need to do. So that's where we are. The test was successful. Even though the capacitor burned, I was still able to control everything as expected. I am planning to change the ultrasonic sensors, replace the sensors with linear potentiometer, which will be more accurate, and I will increase the frequency of polling so that way the actuators won't have to go too much back and forth. Yesterday it was trying to adjust itself too many times. I could add a delay in the code and that should take care of it. So pretty close. I will add the video of the test where I was able to control for the most part. It didn't short out the relay this time, so that was good. And I've also ordered some extra cables which I can isolate it better, so even if something burns out, hopefully the rest of the circuit will be fine. The other issue I ran into, I think once I resolve it, I'll explain what it is. I think what I'm trying to do is replace my Arduino with Arduino Mega, and that has more analog or PWM outputs, which I can use for analog switching. So I can potentially handle the entire system using just the Arduino and not have to put a laptop in there. That's the idea. let's see how that goes. That will make the setup very easy and very portable. Right now a laptop has to be there in order to do the calculations and instructions, but if I can make it a completely Arduino based system, I will still need the logic. I can write most of the logic in Arduino, but if I'm trying to do any image recognition or geofencing, I won't be able to do that with Arduino. I'll have to have a Python based system. Laptop works fine, but it's very clumsy. I'll probably get a Raspberry Pi or even a mini computer box without any screen or anything. So that might work. Alright, that's where we are.